then beta ideological battles. Beta ideological battles. One in the Western Cape, I left there, Cape Town, I want to speak. They invited me to talk, and we almost left that meeting very unhappy, all of us. But I must make this point that after this conference from PAC, they invited me again. So, we remain engaged, even as we have major problems, difficult problems. So I appreciate the fact that you have invited me here. Of course, I mean, myself, I think of myself as a troublemaker. When there is peace, I want destruction. Discussing free and otherwise. So I'm going to try to do that. I'm not going to go into, maybe must make another point before I go. I think we must indeed recognize that Zimbabwe is today the African continent our biggest inspiration. We do not have another country in the African continent which is as liberated as Zimbabwe. So we look at Zimbabwe as where we should go. We will also criticize them, but without the Zimbabwe project, I don't think there is hope in this country. Or Black Africa in particular. Some of us are making that claim, Black Africa. We must resolve the other question also. So I will not go there, but I think we must begin saying that. Sometimes the complex person of the government is a right? Meaning, I'm a couple of But the simple reason that I think for me, I think to remember Complex Cabral, who was a revolutionary from Guinea-Bissau and Cape Verde, and of course was murdered by imperialism, our problem, which, by the way, South Africa is an imperialist country. So when I support Bafana against Cape Verde, I want to see where are my political allegiances historically. So I do think what you must remember that also 3 days ago was the day when we commemorated an assassination again of Comrade Lumumba. We must just remember these names and these great African revolutionaries who were murdered in the same cause that we are trying to pursue today. But what I want to do, I will not really talk about the land reform project. I think we must not waste our time. In South Africa, in South Africa land reform, I hope by now everybody knows there is no land reform problem in South Africa. You know, we have documents, policies, pronouncements, but they're not meant to distribute them. So I don't think we should waste too much time. I'm not going to do that. What I do want to do though is this. I think I want to make a small contribution this year in particular. And that has got to do with introducing some sort of language to liberate our thinking and perhaps our actions. It does not matter for us to keep on saying the English sold out. We know they're sold out. Yeah? But we must try to explain now things in such a way that when we talk about land, immediately we have a discourse that unifies all the struggles and the problems of our people. The one that I comrades here will know that when we started, I was a member of the land and people's movement, many of us. And he went to fight there and set up and support the other. We call ourselves the land and people's movement. What is this? When the land and people's movement, our comrades were called the Anti-Privatization Forum, the others were Anti-Eviction Forum. It's like, who are dispossessed in their country. We're defining ourselves in particularities of certain exclusion. Do you see what I'm saying? I can't be landless and tomorrow houseless, the other day waterless. So I think what I level 94 also, it is this matter of a discourse of revolution that unifies us at the same time. This year we can't talk about land, and when we talk about land, is what's going to happen. Our people think land, right? Our people don't think Maponya more. You see what I'm saying? Maponya more is a land culture. But it is our duty to introduce a language that makes that obvious immediately. See, we have a big job. I think right to there is no relationship between this problem of not being able to reproduce yourself and the land question, something is a big challenge, and that is why I think part of the problem we have, our people are able to talk to us or listen, hear what we are saying. And I think we have to look at ourselves. How are we talking about this revolutionary project to make it easier for people to understand what we're doing? It cannot be that we are trying to school with all the challenges I would expect. We believe we're the most revolutionary. We believe we're the most advanced. In a people almost 20 years later experiencing oppression, but when we speak, they can't listen, they can't hear us. I think they are banned. And yet, I'm not asking for simplification. I will never do that. I agree the point is to sharpen our ideological project. It's not to tailor the people, but to raise the people to our level or to the higher level of skill. But we must change our language. So where I want to start, and this is the point I'm going to make really, there are two lines to understand what we're doing here. And these two lines for me must go back to 1652. Actually, just 2 years after 1652, something interesting happened. As far as we know from white men's history books, the first struggle happened almost 2 years after they arrived. And this struggle in the case is led by, they call him here the Strat Group, but it's Achimau. Right? They take him to Robben Island. Again, it seems that he might be the official first black person, African who because of the land struggle, ends up in Robben Island. But here what happens? Amapul, that was the goal that it says, get a healthy trans local must come here. We must discuss peace. And he gets a guy from Robben Island, our country. And first thing about the place, you can fast track to 92, 94, 89, But here's the point, if you want peace, you must accept the right of the settler over this land. This is the condition for peace. And here's this conversation, and I always imagine him, shackled and everything at the time, and he's responding. If the country is too small, who has the greater right? The true owner or the foreign invader? In negotiations between a comrade and revolutionary, still in the court of the white man, the settler, and the settler on the other hand. You want peace? We will give you peace provided you accept our right over this land. But this is the response. And young Rivers, what we told, he said, we have won this country in a just manner through a defensive war, and it is our intention to keep it. I think Young Rivers is correct. These guys, they've enslaved us, they've taken our land. It is a proper position. It is also a proper position on the other hand of a revolutionary that says, I will not accept the terms of it. I will not accept the terms of this. Now, I argue that at this point we see in the Zambian struggle two clear lines. Those who would go with compromise to get peace, and those who refuse peace and then continue the struggle. And there I'm thinking quickly of examples such as, I think it's good to think about those examples. The Mau in Kenya is a good example. I think in a Ghana, the focal moment, now I'm talking about focal at the point of going into the white spaces and we're going to murder and kill for liberation. This one. And you know what's thinking about that? In things fall apart, that character of Bongo. Those of us, I think we must make peace with this one. Those of us who refuse the terms of peace of the settler, we are the children of Bongo. Yes. Over and over again, we are likely to lose. But over and over again, we have to start again. Think about the photo fighters who were murdered by the regime. And do it.